All right, guys, it's your boy Tasty Steve. I'm on Team Spooky's channel. They just dropped the new Dizzy trailer. I don't care too much about Dizzy, outside of my boy Rob used to playing him back in the day. It's probably why I don't like the character, because my homie Rob beat the shit out of me with this character. So that probably goes into it. But lore-wise, she's Queen Dizzy. I'm really interested to see how they kind of like mix her gameplay into Guilty Gear Strive, because she's a pretty complicated character, even coming from like Exert and even further going back to the Guilty Gears of old, which is where I come from. So it's really cool that they got a returning character. Even more so, they got like the advancement of this character Dizzy. You want me to do this right now? All right, well, look, I know we just started, we looking at Guilty Gear. We have a lot of cool Guilty Gear merch that you guys can buy right now if you head on over to 10O. And of course, this is one of my favorite actual shirts. This is one I keep in the library. We got the original Queen, Justice, Queen of the Gears right here, which is an official shirt. You can actually see, we got a cool little comic crop out that you can get yourself. Give me another one. What are we looking at? All right, what is this one? Oh, this one is super one of my favorite ones right here. This black on black puff print on the sleeve, Guilty Gear Strive official hoodie, heavy duty build, and is one of the swaggiest items we do have, especially when it comes to Guilty Gear Strive. And if you would like to get your very own, head on over to merch.10-o.gg if you would like to directly support this channel. And it is the best way to support and show love to the boy Team Spooky as well. So with that being said, Guilty Gear Strive, Dizzy trailer, go. Yo, the animations look crazy, as you can tell from a Strive game, or just a Guilty Gear game. Season 4. Yo, shout out to Aisha, man. I think she's got, what, like 2 songs on the soundtrack now? Also, the wings look different. They got like a little more personality. They wearing like the covering, like the hair is one, and they still have like the same outline, but Queen of Compassion in full bloom. Oh, wow, it definitely, oh wait, they gave her a Justice move actually. She definitely has like Justice swipe move now. I just noticed, Icicle still there. She still got like the familiars where she can like summon. The sweep still kind of looks the same. She still has like the levitating like dash. Damn, is this just the super that's looking like this? Let's rock. All right. October 30th, Queen of Compassion in full bloom, season 4. That design looks cool, by the way. Yo, this is all the characters. Venom, Unica, Queen Dizzy. All right, so let's go back. It's really interesting to see how they switch up the characters' design to like fit more in the Strive design. Obviously, it's a little bit labor, nowhere near as much work as it was in like the earlier Gear games. Especially for a character like Dizzy, it seems like, and even just looking at the gameplay we just saw, it definitely don't look as like, you know, as much like a terror as I would like to say that I was expecting. But, you know, this is just a trailer, so we don't really know much in how the character is going to play when it comes to like a competitive side of things. But now, like, let's take a look back at it just to see if we can like see some stuff that's like familiar to Dizzy from her old kit anyway, outside of the design being completely new. So like they're keeping the theme with the character with, you know, her being like heavy with nature. And even though she is a gear, like she's got like the flowers growing in her hair and the bird on some kind of Snow White attitude. I dig it as well. Still's got the same attitude. Queen Dizzy, by the way. This isn't just regular Dizzy. Kai baby mama right here. Sans mom. I love this. If this is the intro, that's actually really cool. Hold on. She's always got 2 extra people with her. Bro, the character design for Guilty Gear is always so sick though. This looks really cool. Still has the same color scheme as well. I forget the name of the angels that she keeps with her, but they have different names. So they made like one part where it was like the drape, they made it the hair, and the other one keeps like the traditional like, you know, covering. Looks more like a demon. Keeping the theme, you got an angel on one shoulder, a demon on the other shoulder. The sweep still looks the same, and this is exactly what I was talking about. She definitely has one of Justice's like moves, like the swipe, that right there, which is new to her. And you can still see she has like the fire and like the ice dagger They used to like turn into like fishes and like move across the screen, one shot a beam. Same thing kind of goes for the flame one. I can't exactly remember what they did in the previous game for Rev 2, but they definitely still had like the same kind of familiar where one you would hold and the other one you would tap. The fish would bite. And I think I can't remember what the fire ones did though. Still looks like an overhead, and there's the ice fish right there, and that still looks like her 6H, which looks crazy. It's a whale with a bow on top that looks crazy. Queen of Compassion in full bloom. Also, I love that they started like giving like the little logo insignia for the characters as well. I'm not sure if that's gonna like feed into anything later, but ice fish. And even the combos look really cool too, because like the fish is still kind of like clipping at you. Icicle Spike, which we know like from Dizzy lore, has been a main part of her kit ever since she's been introduced. Even like the ice effects, like the characters being frozen, look pretty cool too. Man, her hair looks ridiculous. She has like the bow and there's just flowers in it the entire time. Throw still looks the same. And still has the traditional sweep. You see when like she starts to run, like the animation on this is wild. When she starts to run, you see the wings kind of like sprout out. I wonder if it still counts as like she's floating and she was like invulnerable to lows in the other games. Still has the big beam payout super. Bro, the animations on this is ridiculous though. No, that design is actually really, really cool. Still has the bow on the tail. The animations on like the attacks look a lot more like detailed. The fact that like it's a whale that it looks like it's coming out on the 6H with like the bow. If that's always been the same thing and they just kind of made it like high def, I'm gonna be really upset with myself because I'm usually really good for picking up details like that, especially for like old Guilty Gear animations. But the character design is very, very cool. And it still has like the classic look. She still has like the whole, motherly energy, but like this is kind of really leaning into it even more so. And it's definitely reminiscent of her old stage in like Guilty Gear XX and like Accent Core. Also, they give us like the season 4 all DLC pass, right? To let us know who all is gonna be there. Queen Dizzy, October 31st. So this is right around the corner actually, which is gonna be really cool. But Venom is another character that I'm really interested in. Much like Dizzy, very complicated character, like buttons heavy, lots of setups. I want to see how a character like Venom, I mean, Venom even more so if you actually think about it, is one of these characters that plays into like how complicated you can get in a game like Guilty Gear. So Venom is another character that we should be looking for. Unica is actually like very unique because I want to see how this character actually just plays in general because I have no idea. Same thing goes from Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is fits design-wise, but I actually want to see like how her attacks will work in a game like Guilty Gear Strive and just having a guest character like this because I feel like it's kind of like a first time of like something like this happening outside of like a TDC where we had like Karas and Yatterman and all these other like classic characters. But Lucy from Cyberpunk, man, that show is ridiculous, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, it's actually ridiculous. Shout outs to Giuna, and I hate you, Giuna, for making me emotionally attached to that anime. But we got a little wait for that last character, but still, well thought out roadmap for the Season Pass 4 DLC for Guilty Gear Strive. Can't wait to play it myself. At first I came into this and I'm like, man, I don't even care about Dizzy, but I actually do want to get his character a try just to see how they play differently from their old iteration. And that has been like one of my main like trying factors between Guilty Gear Strive is like seeing how like new characters work into the scheme, but mostly how the old characters, how they've been reworked to play in like Guilty Gear Strive because it is a pretty different game from the other games. And I know you guys are probably tired of, hearing the old Guilty Gear players talk about this, but it's near and dear to me, so I always got to put it in there. With that being said, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout outs to the boy Spooky for making sure you guys see this. And we're going to try to do more of these to make sure you guys stay, up to date on the newest DLC, whether it be characters, anime, shows, whatever the case that's attached to it, because, I'm really interested in stuff like that. With that being said, make sure you already are subscribed to us. If not, you should be ashamed, but you got an opportunity to fix that right now, and make sure you give a follow to stay updated on everything we might be doing around with the boy Team Spooky, myself, as well as other things. You guys be good. Until the next one, peace.